before Out of Sight came out and sort of gave you some box office clout after sort of 5 years of critically appraised but necessarily...
9 years of...
Well, it was
89 to 98.
Well, actually, did you at any point consider dropping it, giving up, saying... I mean, your statement at Cannes is all the way except you know the one.
Yeah.
Was starting to look like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right. No, I didn't feel like stopping, but a couple of things were going on. You know, I needed to transition out of a trajectory that I recognized as not being good for me creatively, which was I look at the first 4 films and I completely separate them out from everything, you know, that followed. That I made a very conscious decision to resist what I saw as a kind of disturbing formalist trend in my work. I felt the films were getting worse because of this. Too much analysis, too hermetically sealed. They were becoming sort of lifeless to me. And so I made a very conscious effort to break out of that. Doing the book on Richard Lester was part of that process. And so Schizopolis, Grey's Anatomy, you know, was kind of this attempt to blow things up a little bit. And Out of Sight was appealing to me because I looked around and I thought, you know, half of this business is off limits to me. You know, the sort of the studio side of it, I can't, you know, really get arrested. This piece of material was available. A lot of people were approached by the producers, Michael Schamberg and Stacey Scher from Contagion. I was literally like the last guy standing. I mean, the list of people that they went to who said no is really long. And I felt, I know how to do this movie. I think George is absolutely a movie star. And I waited until everyone said no, and then I jumped in. And that was a really important film for me. It's still, I think, one of the least flawed movies that I've made. But there was a lot of self-imposed pressure to get it right, because I knew if I fuck this up, I'm in real trouble. I don't have the art house world and I don't have the studio world. But I had to put myself in a mind frame on the set every day as though I was making Schizopolis, and that I could do whatever I wanted. So that was a watershed film for me.